you gain all this new belly fat after menopause or in late perimenopause, and you swear it's that. People don't want to believe you, but you know you're not eating the ice cream, you're probably not eating carbs. Many of you are eating just once a day. You couldn't eat less, and still you gain the belly fat. Well, I'm going to tell you that you are right, and it is not your fault. And the solution for this, the fix for this problem, happens while your eyes are closed. Yes, sleep. Sleep is one of the biggest reasons why women in menopause, gain belly fat, among other stuff. But this one is one of the most common and is so easy to fix. Do you know that over 60% of menopausal women report insomnia or problems sleeping? 60%. I just ran a huge hormonal assessment from over 200 postmenopausal women, and most of them reported they can't sleep. But why can't they sleep? Why can't you sleep after menopause? Well, many reasons. Hot flashes is one of the most common. Cortisol imbalance. Your cortisol is out of whack. You cannot sleep. Most women post-menopause have the cortisol curve inverted, so they get this constant 3 a.m. wake up and they cannot go back to sleep. Restless leg, you name it. There are many reasons why you may not be able to sleep. But here's the kicker. If you're not able to sleep, your metabolism slows down and all your hormonal issues get worse. So you start going through this down spiral when one thing triggers the other and the other and the other, and they feed each other. So with my one-on-one health coaching clients, the first thing we start working on when they want to lose weight and they're in menopause or late perimenopause, first thing we work on is sleep. And it's the easiest of the fix. And I'm going to give you today the exact protocol that I use with my one-on-one clients, a specific supplement stack for your needs. So stick around, because at the end, I'm going to give this a specific solution for you, among other ones. Remember this. The less you sleep, the more your fat cells win. So I know everyone talks about sleep. Sleep is important for everything. Recovery, mental health, muscle growth. I get it. But in this case, we're talking about a specific problem. Menopause, sleep issues, and belly fat gain. The less you sleep, the more your fat cells gain. We're going to fix that. Poor sleep is literally blocking fat burning. And I'm going to show you the specific trials, human randomized trials that prove what I'm telling you. It is not me telling you this. It's science telling you what sleep does to your weight management and your belly fat. Here in a minute, I'm going to show you a study where the same control group, the same people, just in different times, went through a specific sleep-deprived study, normal sleep study, and they both end up losing 6 pounds. But the group that was sleep-deprived ended up fatter, even though they lost weight. They were fatter. In a minute, I'm going to pull this study and show you so you can really understand the effects of not sleeping in your body composition. I am Karen Oliver, and I am a certified health, nutrition, and menopause coach, as well as personal trainer. And if you like this type of content, if you're struggling with menopause, perimenopause, please click subscribe and like this video so you can get notified when I post new videos that are probably going to help you in this journey. I myself had a period in my life where I struggled with insomnia. It was horrible. I would wake up at 3 a.m., like so awake that my day would start at 3 a.m. It made no sense to stay in bed because there was no way I was going back to sleep. I used to sleep 3 hours, 4 hours. It was a nightmare. And I used to be like so tired at night, but this feeling of being exhausted and then impossible to sleep. And that was a period of my life where I, due to overtraining and other stuff, end up messing up all my hormones. So yes, I was not menopause or perimenopause, but I was having kind of like the same effects due to this cortisol dysregulation. And the sad part is that I went to doctors and they just give you a sleep pill, like a chemical stuff, very potent. And that didn't even work. And years later, I figured out the solution was very simple and with natural supplements just to help my body fix the architecture of the sleep. And this is what we're going to do for you. First, a little bit of concepts of why sleep affects your hormones and what are the hormones that are the most affected. So ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone. Ghrelin is that hormone that sends the signal to let you know that you need to eat, that you're hungry. When you don't sleep, ghrelin goes up. So then leptin, which is the hormone that sends the signal that you are satiated after eating, goes down. So you stay hungry, you eat, and you don't feel satiated, you don't feel full. This happens when you don't sleep. And then cortisol, that we have talked so many times about cortisol in all my other videos, go watch them, which is the hormone of stress that also equates to belly fat. So cortisol goes up when you don't sleep, and it dysregulates the curve. If cortisol is up, you're going to have more cravings and less willpower, and also you are going to accumulate more of the fat you accumulate is going to be more towards the belly fat. So these are like the major 3 hormones that are affected by sleep. Translation: after a 5-hour night, which for many people is the normal, let me tell you that is sleep deprived. After a 5-hour night of sleep, your brain literally screams, "Feed me. I want to binge. Just feed me." Exactly what we do not want ever, but especially in menopause when estrogen protective effects of metabolism are gone. Here goes the study I just mentioned, and I need you to pay attention here. So they did a human randomized trial, and it's the same group of people. So it's Karen versus Karen. Let's say they made a study of Karen during 14 days. Then they gave me some time to wash off that. And then we did another different trial for 14 days. But it's me, so you cannot blame it on genetics, on other stuff. It's the same group of people. The first time they did 5.5 hours of sleep. So it's more than most of you are getting, by the way. And the second time they did 7.5 hours of sleep. So it's not even 8, 7.5. That would be the group that slept well, and 5.5 is the group that didn't sleep well. They did the same exact diet. So same calories in, same calories out. What happened? Well, everyone lost 6 pounds. Well, Karen, then why are you putting this study? Well, it makes sense. Everyone lost 6 pounds because calories in, calories out at the end is what matters for weight loss. But what happened is going to blow your mind because it's the effect on body composition. Look at this. The group that was sleep deprived, the 5.5 hours of sleep, yes, they lost 6.5-ish pounds, but they lost 3 pounds of body fat and 3 pounds of lean mass. Every time you lose weight, you're going to lose some lean mass. So they did 3 pounds body fat, 3 pounds lean mass. Okay, now the group that was sleep deprived, that lost the same amount of 6 pounds, they lost only 1.3 pounds of belly fat, so half of the body fat. Half of the body fat that the other group lost. And they lost 5.3 pounds of lean mass. So they basically lost big amount of muscle. So this group, even though they lost 6 pounds, they end up being technically fatter because their body composition changed to more body fat and less muscle mass in proportion. You see? So both lost weight, yes. But the group that was sleeping well did perfect body recomposition. They lost 3 pounds of lean mass and 3 pounds of body fat versus the other one lost mostly muscle with exact same diet. So the only intervention between these two trials was the amount of hours they were sleeping. So this is the first big tip of the iceberg on how important sleep is for weight management. Then look at this study. It says that people that don't sleep are doomed to have uncontrolled snack and uncontrolled binging, and it's not about willpower. Basically, it proves that people that are sleep deprived, and this study was about 4.5 hours is the sleep deprived time, which is what most of you do. Those people eat at least 300 extra calories the next day. It's 300 to 500 calories. So when you don't sleep, the next day, you eat 300 to 500 more calories. And come on, you've been through this. I've been through this. I eat pretty clean, pretty well. I usually don't have cravings. The night I can't sleep because whatever, my daughter wakes me up, she's sick, or you name it, life. The next day, I am in the pantry all day looking to see what I'm going to eat. And it's hormonal. It's because of the lack of sleep. It's because of all these three hormones that I already mentioned, ghrelin, leptin, cortisol, imbalances that not sleeping creates. So now put these two studies together. Because on the first study that I just mentioned, the 6-pound study, all these people could not have this effect of overeating the next day. What I mean, they may have the cravings, but they were in a controlled environment. So they were in a lab where no one lets them eat anything else than what they were given to eat. So their diet was controlled. The emotional aspect, emotional, psychological, but it's also biological aspect of being sleep deprived and the cravings was not there because no one let them eat those extra 300 calories the next day. But we don't live in a controlled environment. We live in our home where we have chuches, like we call them in Venezuela, where we have snacks like candies, cookies, crackers, chips, right, in our pantry. So if you would be sleep deprived, you are going to be eating more. So in that case, if you would do that study of the 6 pounds without controlling their food, one group would not lose the same amount of weight because they're going to be eating more calories the next day just because they didn't eat. The point is, not sleeping makes you eat more, and it's not about willpower. I know society shames you when sometimes you have cravings and you say, I cannot control them. I see it with my clients. I have clients that tell me, Karen, I just can't help it. I ate the bread. And it's not like bread is the enemy, but for some people, we cut bread a little bit at the beginning. And they can't help it. And their friends tell them, like, it's you that you don't have willpower. It's not that. It's they're not sleeping. They're not sleeping and they cannot control it. And why menopause makes this even harder? Because not sleeping can happen at any age. It's not like it only happens during menopause. It can happen at any moment because you can have a complete dysregulated cortisol curve due to other reasons or due to other hormonal changes, like I did when I was 20-something, 30. But this is more common in menopause. And not sleeping in menopause many times is due to hot flashes. If you're waking up all sweat at night, it's like having my daughter waking me up at night. It's an external factor that is waking you up and not letting you sleep and rest. So you may be in bed 9 hours, but how many are you sleeping? And how many are good quality? Because the architecture of the sleep is even more important than the amount of hours you are sleeping. So in menopause, it's worse because you have hot flashes, you have cortisol dysregulation, which usually gets high around middle of the night and wakes you up at 3 a.m. And then you have low progesterone, which doesn't help because low progesterone is the hormone that calms you down. Low progesterone stills your natural GABA, so you cannot relax the same. The SWAN study, which was a huge study for menopausal women, found that at least 60% of women get sleep disorders after menopause. The point here is that if you fix this sleep problem, you're gonna rebalance cortisol, you're gonna improve your hunger hormones, leptin and ghrelin, and you're finally gonna be able to not have this uncontrollable need to eat sweets or these uncontrollable cravings, and also fatigue. It's going to improve. One of the biggest complaints when people hit menopause is fatigue and brain fog. And these two are affected as well with the quality of your sleep. So don't you want to fix all this for once? Right? Okay. I'm going to give you now 3 things that you can do tonight to help improve your sleep. And I know it requires effort, it requires time, but they can really help. One is calm your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, doing a breathing exercise. If you wake up at 3 a.m., instead of grabbing your phone, do this breathing exercise. You breathe in for 4 seconds, hold 2 seconds, and then breathe out 8 seconds. So you would be breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 1, 2, and then exhale, slow exhale for 8 seconds. It is long and you feel like you don't have air. This works marvelous to regulate your nervous system. And it's going to help you go back to sleep, depending on how bad your cortisol issues are, but it does definitely help. So try it tonight. When you wake up, do this. And if you have really bad issues falling asleep to start with, you can try this as well. The other one that you can start today is magnesium supplementation. Supplement with magnesium. Most people are magnesium depleted. Listen, we do a hair mineral test all the time with my clients. Everyone has magnesium issues. So start supplementing magnesium before bedtime. And it's going to help your system to work, down-regulate that parasympathetic system that you need to be able to sleep, to calm down. Take it 1 hour before you go to bed. Start with a slow dose because it can get some gastric discomfort. You may need to go to the bathroom. So start with a slow dose and slowly you can increase it over time. The other one is work a little bit helping your cortisol. If you have a feeling that you have high cortisol at night because you're all turned on at night and you can chill, sometimes having a carb snack before bedtime helps because carbs help lower cortisol. So, oh yeah, carbs at night. My God, carbs at night are not going to make you fat. What makes you fat is overeating. It's not the carbs at night. Doesn't matter if you eat them in the morning, midnight, midday, midnight, night. It doesn't matter when you eat them. What matters is the total calories you eat on the day. So try having a small carb snack before bedtime. That works wonder for me. It's not for everyone. It depends what your issues are. But if you feel this can be one of your issues, just try it. I like eating popcorns before bedtime. It is my carb. It helps me calm down. It's like a nice routine. Of course, it's healthy popcorns because I don't do popcorns from the bag with all the chemicals. I just air pop them and I just put salt on them, nothing else. And that's what I eat when I'm in bed. And I try also to make an effort to almost make it therapeutic. So I eat 1 popcorn at a time. That helps me calm down. And the carb helps with my night cortisol. So you can try these 3 things tonight. 1, the breathing exercise. 2, take some magnesium. 3, get a carb snack before bedtime. Now, we can do way more than that. We can work with natural supplements like magnesium, but there are many supplements that if you get the right protocol for your needs and you stack them the right way, are going to do wonders for your sleep. I don't have a single of my one-on-one clients that we do a sleep protocol and they don't start sleeping better 3 days after they try it. Like, it's amazing. And the good thing about this natural supplements, it's like you don't depend on them to sleep. Like, I have my protocol for night, to sleep better, for my sleep quality. And if I don't take them one night, it doesn't mean I'm not going to sleep. I still go to sleep. They don't make you groggy. They don't make you feel tired. They don't make you feel all like sleep pills do, which I hate about them. I have a 3-year-old. I don't want to be all groggy in the middle of the night. If she has a problem, I have had to wake up. I don't want to be all groggy. I just want to have good sleep, but still be a functional person. These type of supplements, you can take them in the middle of the day, and they're not going to do anything to you. What they do is they work on the brain barrier and your nervous system. So when you go to sleep, the quality of your sleep is way better. You may still wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, but when you go back to sleep, you go back to sleep faster. It's easier to go back to sleep. If you wake up at 3 a.m., it's easier to go back to sleep. See? Because they also help downregulate cortisol, etc. What are these wonder supplements? I'm going to mention them, but it doesn't mean you have to take them all. And I'm going to explain why. Why you may start taking your friend's night supplement protocol and it doesn't work for you and it worked for her. So the most common supplements to help the quality of sleep are ashwagandha, L-theanine, magnesium, especially magnesium L-threonate, which I'm pretty sure you're not taking because not many people know about it. This is the only magnesium that really can go through your brain barrier. Myo-inositol. If you're having hot flashes, there are specific supplements that can help with the hot flashes piece of this. So why I'm not giving you the exact protocol right now on this video? Because it depends what your issues are. So what I'm going to give you absolutely for free here is what I do with my one-on-one clients. It's exactly the same thing we do. We do an assessment on what are the issues on sleep. So if your problem is falling asleep because you're all active at 10 p.m., then we do one specific stack of supplements. If your problem is that you wake up at 3 a.m., like you fall asleep, okay, but then you wake up and you cannot go back to sleep, then we do a different protocol. If your problem is none of this, but you get hot flashes often during the night and you get disturbed sleep because of this, then we do a different type of protocol. So this is why I cannot give you a protocol here, because it depends on what your issues are. We need a little bit of your background, and for some of the supplements for hot flashes, we also need a little bit of your background on risk of estrogen cancers and those type of things, because we don't want to make some things worse with some supplements. So to make it safe and to make it specific for you, what I'm offering is like here, go right now, there's a link to fill out an assessment of what are your sleep issues, and I'm going to give you a specific protocol for you, absolutely free. I just want to help you. And I'm also going to give you can buy them whatever you want, but I'm going to give you a link with the brands that I prefer for each one of them, because they're not all the same brands. The brands that I like, that are clean, that are third-party tested, that you know that you're getting what you're paying for, and how to take them, the dosage, how to start, and how to change it once you see the protocol works. All that here for free. This is what I do for my one-on-one clients that pay a bunch of money. This is the first step of our program, because if you don't fix your sleep, we cannot start working on diet, nothing. Like the first step is to fix your sleep so you can start losing the weight when you're in menopause, postmenopause, perimenopause. Without fixing the sleep, forget about weight loss, because it's almost impossible. And again, if you like this, please hit like. If you know someone, I'm sure you have one friend, 2, 3, 10 that can't sleep. We girls, we meet, we get together, we have a glass of wine, and we talk about our issues. And I'm sure you have friends that are struggling with the sleep and weight management. Just share this video with them, and I'll be happy to do the protocol for them as well. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next one.